When I'm provisioning the boat, I want to make sure that I have lots and lots of ingredients that work for many different kinds of recipes. And so for that reason, I tend to shy away from buying things that have single purposes, like, for example, enchilada sauce. Instead, I make my own. Hi, I'm Nico Waters, and welcome to the Boat Galley podcast. Today I'm sharing a quick recipe for enchilada sauce that you can make with things that you probably have on hand as a matter of course. Today's episode of the Boat Galley podcast is sponsored by Mantis Marine, maker of the Mantis Anchor, now available in models with and without a roll bar. Proven to set reliably in the most challenging bottoms, the Mantis Anchor digs like no other, making anchoring safer and boating more enjoyable. Mantis Marine brings to market practical, durable, and affordable marine products, including anchoring gear, scuba diving accessories, rechargeable waterproof headlamps for hands-free lighting, and solar charging navigation lights. Visit mantismarine.com and see for yourself. One of the things we love about being at Anchor is making a delicious dinner to enjoy as we're sitting outside watching the sunset or hanging out with friends, or if it's cozy and cool, down below. And enchiladas are one of our favorites. It's pretty easy to make homemade corn tortillas. If you take mesa harina with you, you can make corn tortillas kind of anytime you want to. And this enchilada sauce is a really great way of using those tortillas. How do you do it? You need a few ingredients, a few spices, and you need a couple of cans of tomato sauce. Chances are good you might have those things on hand if you like to eat Mexican style foods. So here you go for enchilada sauce, and this makes a lot. A quick enchilada sauce involves tomato sauce, some spices, some onions and garlic, and a little bit of vegetable stock or chicken stock, or water if you don't have any of the above. There's a recipe that's linked in the show notes that goes to a blog post, but here you go just as a basic. Your ingredients: you will need vegetable oil, an onion, some salt, garlic cloves. You'll need chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, coriander. You'll need cans of tomato sauce and vegetable or chicken stock, or water if you don't have those, that's fine. You're going to take 2 tablespoons of oil in a saucepan over medium heat. Heat it up until it shimmers. That shows you that it's getting to be really warm and can actually saute the vegetables or whatever you're putting into it. I call it dancing oil. It does. It shimmers. It just kind of gets a little bit dancey. And then you add in the onion and a little bit of salt and cook it until that's translucent, until it starts to turn colors and turns a little bit clear and see-through. And then you stir in the garlic, and you want to cook that stirring until it smells good. It'll start to smell good in about 30 seconds. And you don't want to do more cooking of the garlic until you add in more stuff. Stir in your spices, and you're cooking the combination of the spices in the onion and the garlic until it starts to smell really delicious. It's called blooming the flavor. A lot of those warm spices, the spices that I consider warm spices, like chili powder and cumin, their flavors actually come out in oil, and you're cooking the rawness out of those spices, but you're also blooming the flavor. And then you stir in your tomato sauce and stock, and you simmer for 10 to 15 minutes until it's thickened slightly. And that's it. Obviously, this is not a specific recipe that you're going to be able to cook from there. You want to go to the show notes to see what the specifics are in there. But basically, you're looking for something that's pretty simple, spice-wise, with some tomato sauce. If you don't have tomato sauce, maybe you have tomato paste and you can use that. If you don't have chicken stock or vegetable stock, you can use water. If you're going to make a meat enchilada of some sort, chicken or beef or something like that, you can cook the meat directly into the sauce, and it will do the double combination of making that sauce take on the flavor of the meat that you're doing, but also means you don't have another pot to wash because you're not cooking the meat in a separate pot somewhere. So that would be my suggestion. If you're going to make chicken enchiladas or beef enchiladas, just cook the meat right in the sauce that's there. Enchiladas are a pretty easy, fast kind of a casserole to make. You can roll them if you want to. You can have them flat and have it be like a little lasagna kind of a thing. But I love a homemade enchilada sauce because you can just control everything that's in it. There's nothing strange in it. There's nothing weird. If you like more cumin, you can put in more cumin. If you like less garlic, put in less garlic. You can make it your own. So please check out the blog post that's associated with this to see the recipe that's there. There's also a fairly amusing old video from when I was doing Tasty Thursdays from a lot of years ago. And enjoy your enchiladas. I can't wait to share an Anchorage with you when we get to share whatever our favorite recipes are and we get to toast to our incredible good fortune at being able to live this incredible lifestyle. Thank you so much for listening to the Boat Galley podcast. We love hearing from our listeners. We love it when you don't forget to subscribe. We love it when you leave us a review because that helps other people find us. And since the Boat Galley is all about making boat life better, we'd love it if more people can find out how to make boat life better too. Have the most spectacular week.